That's sad. That's actually very sad. So, in case anybody is wondering why I start off by saying it's sad, I literally thought I had started the stream. What? That's crazy. Oh, sorry about that. I literally started at 7. I don't know why I didn't show. That's crazy. Very sorry about that, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the stream. I've actually been talking all this while. If you weren't seeing anything, sorry on my part. Anyways, so we are in. We've looked at about 3 games. Sorry, we've looked at about 2 games already. This is the third game. And we are basically critiquing the bad landings that we've seen so far. So just to quickly go through them again, we looked at this game with beginner, and I mentioned that he auto played this bishop move, which affects this whole like scenario. So now it's like you're not playing a landing, and then you start getting hit with all this pressure. Unfortunately, though, Black misses this chance to pin. Not just that he misses the chance to pin, he misses the fact that the pawn here is hanging, right? I think you should stop that first. Or if that happens, you can develop with tempo, and this knight becomes very uncomfortable for a while. So that's kind of like the stuff we're looking at. Great. Yeah. So that's kind of like the stuff we're looking at. The game has developed a bit. Let's just look at the development. Okay, he's going for a trade of queens because he's up a pawn. That does make some kind of sense. So instead of defending any of these pawns, you just go rook takes. Yeah, because now it's a fork. And your opponent is going to be asking himself why he chose to play chess as a sport when he could have done any other thing with his life. That's basically what's going to about to happen here. And then we got into this game where another landing system was played in a strange way by going c4. C4 I think is helping him right now, but you often don't want to go this line. His opponent is missing all this. Yeah. Pawn push. Why did I miss pawn push? Okay, I mean that's the good bishop. Yeah, that's a good idea. Still. When you start doing things like this, he so far he's fine. Don't get me wrong. So far he's fine. But when you start making moves like this, trouble just seems to be lurking. Like when white starts doing stuff like this. Or you can take a check. Bishop back still exists, right? Yeah, but bishop back runs. No, it doesn't run into this. Okay, I was overthinking it. Yeah, so bishop back is fine. It doesn't run into any of the threats here, but the queen can still remain defending this guy. Like the knight coming in here doesn't really do anything. Knight, like, okay, knight takes check. It's just queen takes. Like there's no grand idea here. Unless of course you want to be like bishop here and then take this guy, which I don't think you should do. His opponent may miss something. So let's just hold on for a bit. He has 16 minutes to accurately calculate this. Let's see if he sees. Again, trading the bishop for the knight, I don't think you would want to do that. Maybe if you think this knight is scary. But my problem with this whole line is after takes, these 2 pawns are annoying. Yeah, good. If he came here attacking the queen, that's where the funny business happens. Okay, so bishop here. Bishop here is a nice temptation you are giving your opponent. Bishop to b7 is a very nice temptation you are giving your. Will he go for that? Targeting the pawn. Again, I'm not supporting taking because takes, the knight defense, and this rook is going to add. And you know the hanging pawn structure, right? It's going to be much more difficult to deal with it over here. So once again, like I said, UG lost to UHAS yesterday. Russian 3-1 victory. No! The trick doesn't work now. If again, this is not bad. I was just playing for tricks here. If you played bishop here, you give your opponent something to think about, you can win this guy, right? Because if he goes this way, you win the rook. If he hides this way, you can win this guy. But if you go queen here, and then we have queen takes, and then the rook, what do you call it, is attacked. Oh, you still win the pawn. Okay, I was thinking that in this scenario, you don't win the pawn. Okay, my calculation was off a bit there. Okay. You still win the pawn. Okay, it's fine. And the added bonus is that there are no longer queens on the board. What that means is that a pawn like this is going to be really weak. What is he thinking of? Again, all these squares are problems. All these squares. Though I'd have preferred the bishop one. Because you give your opponent a chance to make a mistake. I think right now what he's contemplating is the queen trade. If he goes, let's say, queen d8 to avoid the trade, we still get takes. Yeah, I mean, this is more risky, but you have like takes here doubling. All these moves exist. Okay, we spent some time here. Let's go. There's already a resignation. What happened here? Okay, Kasim versus Lobeng. Kasim is just like a few points ahead of Lobeng. They were equal. Okay. Oh, okay. I think it's called the Central Destroyer or something like that. Something line. If you're not used to the line, you always make mistakes. Sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles. You will miss something. Don't be so hard on yourself when you miss things. Queen. I thought I was gonna go with the disrespect. Queen. Castles. Okay. D6. The problem with this is I get the point of like he's creating a threat, and like possibly like if knight takes bishop takes, you can take here, and if pawn takes, you can then take here. But like that whole idea or plan makes like perfect sense. My only issue is that you could have done something else, right? You still have pieces undeveloped, so there's no need to come in this way. You are also not stopping your opponent from like castling. Maybe that's what he's thinking about. Like if we can go this line. Okay, I'll shut up. C6 prevents the knight from stepping in, but okay. Like he's doing well, don't get me wrong. Black is doing well, but I'm so like his moves don't make me feel comfortable. Let's put it that way. His moves just don't make me feel comfortable. He's going to trade here, isn't he? He didn't trade. And that's just it. Bishop takes with check, and that's about it. You are down a piece. Yeah, that's just it. So at this point, it's just a transformation of the position. You trade down. All you do in these types of positions is that you trade down. You're up material, you trade down. Just don't even think to. You're up material, you trade down. You don't think to. If you go queen takes here, that's just checkmate. Queen just sacrifices herself for checkmate. That's just basically what's going to happen to you there. Makes perfect sense why he resigned. But again, his moves. This is not exactly how I expected him to lose. But his moves just did not make me feel comfortable. I mean, the transformation of the position here is actually very fine. Like I imagine that there's nothing here and there's just a queen here. That could have been the position that came out of this whole position. This is actually not so bad, right? Because you have like the queen just escaping here. You can trade off, bring the knight here, rook there, and it looks evenish, right? I would have preferred that position more. Oh, we have the the female national champion over here. Okay, we're looking at this game for a bit. Where did we leave this game at? Okay, so knight takes, bishop comes in, rook comes in, queen comes in. Knight comes in to block and defend this one as well. I recall I mentioned doubling up and targeting this pawn. That's like where my mind was. But I think the whole plan is you are trying to prevent. Actually, that doesn't prevent the rook from coming in, does it? He blocks the bishop. Queen moves back. Wait, what's prevented him from playing rook here? Was he afraid of this? Because the knight defends that square. Because you play this move. Sorry, you play a rook to b8. I don't know where the queen goes that's safe. Because if the queen goes in here. Oh no. Yeah. Sorry. I'm hallucinating. I'm hallucinating. I don't know why I thought this was rather defending. I'm sorry. Yeah, because if you play this move, the queen just takes. Sorry. That was just me having a brain. Okay, so he finally gets here. This pawn is hanging. We take it. It's now a fork. What? Oh, okay. You take, I take. But the problem with this is even though I take and then you take, I take back, and now you have a problem here. And we are getting to an end game where it's actually going to be an issue. So he prevents the trade and the fork is renewed. Again, the same issue happens if you take, I take, right? He retreats the bishop. I'm a fan of taking here. I'm a fan of taking here. I could be wrong though. Yeah. But yeah, his opponent escapes the whole thing. Funny move. Rook to d7. Doesn't do anything now, but that was what it was supposed to stop. Actually, the game is even at this point. Sorry, there's an extra pawn, but rook king and pawn end games with an extra pawn if you know what you are doing. And the pawns are on the same side of the board, right? Where the extra pawn is on the same side of the board. If it was a little bit further, maybe we would have an argument to make. But definitely, we believe that. Wait, if the rook defends, don't we just have rook to d6? Rook to d6. We are not worried about this because the point is now this guy is hanging. The knight can't really defend it, right? But if the knight tries defending it, the bishop can just take. The bishop is doing a very good control. What does he do? He develops the knight. He allows us to take. What's the plan there? We can play rook takes. What's the plan there? Oh, I see it. Rook takes, bishop takes, rook a8. Bishop has to move and then you win the pawn. So you possibly have to go the other route, which is rook d6. But what I don't get is what the knight is doing there. I get he doesn't want the knight to be captured so the pawns are doubled. But is he trying to come in this way and like do something? That's what I don't actually see. The moves to try and solve it are so nonsensical. I feel like maybe you want to try something else, right? You could just play like a5 here. And it does the exact same. It does that thing, right? The whole point is if your opponent doesn't make a sensible move, you can just go takes, 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 and now if the rook comes in here, you just simply play the bishop down here, and then it's defended by the pawn. But that's too much investment, I guess. So what I see is like creating threats. You make this move, even if your opponent comes in here with check, you simply hide here. The knight can't really stress you out, right? Because it's actually attacking this. Should your opponent like try and you're just helping him move forward, right? Unless of course he decides to move back here. But what I see is him coming this way and possibly trying to do something with this pawn. Oh, sometimes I feel like just let your opponent make the move he was going to make. Like if you play pawn push and you are black and you don't want to go here, where would you go? You'd come closer, right? And the knight here is not doing anything. The knight here currently is not doing anything. So why help your opponent do something, right? Because once the knight comes in here, he has potentials of things he can do. For example, coming in here, like we've mentioned. So don't help your opponent. Let him do what he's already planning on doing while you are pushing your ideas. Again, I'm not convinced that this is 100% correct. All I'm convinced about is that if it comes in, you are definitely winning this, right? Because you play rook here, if he takes, you take. Then he brings the rook in here to defend. You can just take and you're fine. If he brings the knight to defend, bishop takes, you are fine. So I don't know. Yeah, we just mentioned why this doesn't work. Bishop takes. Oh! Oh, I see it. I see it now. Tactical, how you doing? Tactical. The name sounds so familiar. The point is now you can't go this way. Oh, that is so nice. That is so nice. You can't go this way because it's a fork. And now he's oh, this guy is much more big brain than me. He's much more big brain than me. He put two and two together. He put two and two together. Yeah, he forced his opponent because the time it's for blind. Yes, the this thing makes a lot of sense to me. Your profile picture, and I can just bring the bishop back or bring it here and then slot it here if you so wish. Oh, that was crazy. Look, it's small, but it's a small victory. It's a very small victory. It's a very small victory. He did it in an active way. Remember what I was saying? I was saying that playing just this 8-4 move is so underwhelming. Like, it feels so some way. So he found an active way of doing this by playing this. I give him his flowers. Nice. The question now is, how do you want to keep the bishop? Maybe here, then pawn push. The problem I'm seeing with that is your opponent can indeed still play this move. The knights, that's two attackers versus one bishop. Okay, then the rook comes in. So yeah. Sublime, it's so good to see you. It's been eons. I think you should do football or something on your channel, if I recall. Unless, of course, a different Sublime. Mm. Hell of a move, yeah, Joey. Hell of a move. He really put, like, you could see that he saw it. Like, you really could see that he saw it. And he was really trying to deal with the issue of the rook coming in there. Like, that's just like, yeah. It's a small moral victory because now you have to deal with this. And what makes it even much more sad is that your opponent has bishops. So he's literally going to try and escort the pawn. And you have to use all your resources to deal with that. And the added bonus is that this guy may actually be a very strong piece in the future. So the piece I was the move I was insulting ended up to be a very, like, not so bad as I thought. Again, there are chances of a draw. It's pretty good, but there are chances for a draw now. Black completely ignored this. I think there were other ways you could have dealt with it. Wait, I've gone too far. Let's move on to another game. I just picked 4 games because jumping around everywhere I don't think helps us concentrate. So let's just keep it. If these games finish and there are still more games, we'll definitely. What? My goodness. Wait, can he castle? If he can castle, that'd be so funny. I don't think no he can't. Or even if he could, the rook is dead. At first I was thinking that black is in shambles, and now I realized that no, white is actually in shambles. Bishop a3. I'll talk about the other game. There's a little bit of a delay. Um, yeah. Or am I thinking about the wrong thing? Yeah, I think you're thinking about it. Uh, I agree. I agree. I agree. I don't think it's a draw. It depends on the. Um. Okay. 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 Wait. I was scared for nothing. Whoo! Whoo! My heart was beating. My heart was beating. Whoo! Then just play bishop. Ooh. Ooh, hoo, hoo. I felt for him, to be frank. I felt for him. You always have to keep the game alive, right? If he comes in this way, we can simply play this move, right? No, it's not that simple. At that point, you just delete Ali Shili Shali, right? He he has to give up on this pawn. That's the conclusion I'm coming to. Unless there's something I'm not seeing. Like if the rook comes in here, bishop comes in here, you just simply go back here. Then at this point, like you can't really do that. You have to deal with this. If you go back, the knight just jumps in here. The rook just jumps in here. If you come in this way, there's also a problem there. Yeah, now it's Rev, it's good to see you. Unless, of course, I'm getting the name wrong. These guys, like you said, it depends on. I think they're very skilled in the opening and in the middle game, but when it comes to the end game, most of us are trash. Josh Waitkin, who I really like learning from in the beginning. Um, I think he emphasized on endgame, endgame understanding. Jeez. And you could see that's the same thing Magnus Carlsen uses to beat these guys. I'm thinking about something here. Let's abandon the pawn. Let's go this way. Oh no, it doesn't work. Okay, no. Let's abandon the pawn and let's go this way. Oh, it's not. Okay, the name made me think it was Rev. Okay. It's his son. Oh, okay. Welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. We haven't played before, but maybe one day we'll play. Just don't go too hard on me. Just don't go too hard on me. So like we go back, there's no more ways to target the rook. The rook is okay where it is. Now we have to deal with the fact that our rook is hanging. So I'm looking at like active way. Like don't try and defend this. Like if you go back, he's just going to come in this way. And if you still want to hold on to the pawn, he's just going to keep renewing the position. So looking for more of an active. I wish this bishop was here. That way we could play this and then jump to the back. The knight can jump back, but that's not a problem. We have this move. In that case, now we have bishop to b4, in which case it's still a problem for our opponent. You can tell I'm invested in this game. Unfortunately, what you guys aren't seeing is that Prince has disconnected. He's disconnected. Please connect for my sake. I want to see this game end. Please connect. I forget about everybody watching the game. Forget about everybody watching the stream. I want to see this. But I see she's going to lose. I think with these rated games, 20 plus 5, it gives you like what, 1 minute or so, 3 minutes or something? I forget. Leeches. No, he lost. Uh, Edward, unless you are on the platform, it's not being done using the Leeches tournament algorithm. So Leeches tournament software, let's just put it that way. So you need to know the players. So basically, what I'm doing is that I've friended everybody and I'm following their games. Like your friend is playing and you're watching. That's how I'm doing it. So yeah, there's no specific link I can give to you. Very sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, I was thinking black was, yeah. So this is what I expected to happen, and then the queen is just the rook. Sorry, the rook is just gone. But I think he's okay with losing it because of this is just a checkmate. So are we just gonna go for a draw? No, I think black is cooked here. Do, okay. Wait, what? Queen goes back rank check and then wins the bishop, and then he wins the pawn. Like that. That just gave up the game. That am I? I didn't get the rook move. I didn't get the rook move. Okay, he was low on time. Okay, I gave that to him. Yeah, I was like, what is going on here? Okay. Uh, okay, this game was left. Okay, how did this game end? What? How did we get here? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, this was where the fork happened and we concluded that yeah, this game was over. Okay, let's go to another game. Who else is playing? Kingsley Elikem. How do these guys have so much time on their clock? In opponent games where white is clearly winning. Just take the pawn with your king. Yeah, king a6. He takes with the rook. Then you play a b4. Yeah, and now just play pawn push. Your opponent's only chance is to try and attack with the king. But if the king never attacks the rook, you just go to g5 and you are fine. You can get from there. Still pawn push. The move I'm looking at, which is very funny, is like just play rook takes. Your opponent takes, then you simply go in here with check. If the king moves away, you jump in here with your king. That way, if your opponent checks, you always have this resource to block. And now it's kind of like a red carpet. You just move in. That's kind of like the idea I'm looking at. I don't know if that's the best idea. You don't need to take this first. The reason I'm saying take this first is to give your opponent something to think about. You could simply just jump in here with check. It doesn't really change. I mean, you are getting your opponent closer. Then you would have to start checking from this side, which is a bit problematic. Still wins, you're still winning. I think he doesn't want to lose this pawn. Sometimes it's okay to lose a pawn, especially when you are up like this. It's okay to lose a pawn. You don't have to keep everything. He could still win it. I mean, it just felt so straightforward. I check, and then you can now hide here. Your rook is going to serve as a barrier. The king now has a red carpet defense. He wants to go in here with check. King. If we play like pawn push here, we have check here. Here, then maybe we have this move. Okay, it is going to be... I don't like how it looks. I don't like how it looks. You check, he repeats. You have to play this move. And then defend laterally. It doesn't look nice. That's the whole. Check is what we're expecting. King comes in. Okay. So if we check here, what happens? He comes in this way. Then we can slide our king this way. Oh, what did I... So give up on the pawn. Give up on the pawn. Give up on it. The more you try and hold on to this pawn, the more this doesn't work. Yeah, I think the way he went about it is what's causing his current issues here. Look, the person playing black is really doing well to hold. He's he's more than 300 points weaker than his opponents. Again, when you have to find the winning moves, when you have to find the drawing moves, you find them. Oh, okay. I read where else can I... Okay, where I mentioned that the link is not... Oh, I didn't see another message that you mentioned, right? But unless you know the names of the players, I don't know any other way. Let me speak to Maxwell and see if he can find a way to help you guys with that as well. But yeah, until you know the guys, yeah. Okay. If you check him again, he's going to go back here. You can't do anything from this point of view. Your king can't move. The only thing you can do is to try and create a threat with this guy, which would distract the rook, giving you enough time to find a way out, if that makes any sense. Or checking from another side. How about here? play this move, check. He's gonna come in this way. Like, I think you have to focus on this pawn now. I still think white is winning. I still do think white is winning. Wait, is this threefold? How many times have we repeated this position? No, it's not threefold. He can check him again and let him go back one more. Yeah, just let the pawn go. Don't be too hyper focused here. Just let the pawn go. It gives you a chance to free yourself. And I don't know. I don't know if you should let the two pawns go, but definitely you can let this pawn go. It's not doing anything. I think the best way to let this pawn go is to go pawn push than the rook coming in to take. And the reason is I'm looking at the positioning of this king, right? In some cases, your opponent may play something like this and then bring the king here. And with your rook on this square, on this rank, like taking this on this rank, you can't play that defensive maneuver. So I prefer you play g4 so that if the trade does occur, you do have access to a different square. What is that? Oh, I'm being reminded about Windows 18. Okay, Windows 11. Kingsley, you are winning this. Just abandon the pawn. Abandon the pawn. You've thought about this position for about 5 minutes now. Just abandon the pawn. Come on. We all want you to win. We all want you to win. Great. He's abandoning the pawn. So, again, sorry. I preferred he did it a different way, which is pawn push. Yeah, and this gives you the chance to move your guy away. Interesting thing now is because I didn't expect his opponent to play the rook here. I expected the king to sort of come in first or something. But with the way he's played it, now you can just play king to a7 here. And if your opponent comes in with check, you simply come in this way. And if he comes in with check, boom. And why is this good? You can now leave the defense to your rook. But I don't know if that's the way you actually want to. Maybe, no. Maybe. Wait. I'm seeing a problem. If you leave this pawn, maybe there's something. Yeah, there's anything there. Wait, what happened? He's playing this move first. Am I? Is he pressured? Is he? You have played rook to c8. c8 or c5? Or a8 is what you are saying. Keeping the king locked in. But a8, I think the reason he would want to play a8 is simply because he's still targeting this guy, I think. Black is the one thing. Wait. Sorry. Yeah, we're in this position. Let's let them stew on this a bit. Who else could be playing at this time? Macaroni Boy. I don't know. I just have a feeling this is not one of the games. 8? Oh. Ah. Biney is playing. Is that Biney playing? Who is Biney? Just give me a second. Let's check this game. Want to see who Biney is playing. Barima Nakamura. Okay, this is also a live game. Biny is winning. Biny, I have made him the Topalov of chess. Before playing rook to g5. Okay, let's look at that. Oh, okay, he should have played here first. Huh. My problem with this is that he still just like dilly dallies around the position. Oh wait. You're saying that, okay, so we're assuming he's taking the pawn. Okay, so let's say he takes the pawn. Yeah, check. Then he jumps in this way, I guess. Ah, and then you have pawn push. I don't know how that works. We'd have to look at it in more detail. Rook to c8. Let's say our opponent takes. Let's assume that he takes. What do? We can come in this way. He can come in check. So that's why I'm trying to hold that check first. Check here, our opponent comes down. Still sparring the king. King comes in this way, we come in with check. King comes in this way, we come in with check. It still looks drawish. I don't know. It kind of still looks drawish. We can look at it. Bro, don't make a mistake and steal mates. Come on. If he sacrifices the bishop, is it? I think at this point he's just going to go this way. Like the level of disrespect. Biny is winning. You want to stay? You guys are enjoying the end game. You guys are enjoying the end game. I'm happy to see that. Wait, why are we sorry? Let's go a little bit back. Wait. How did we get here? What? Okay, the rook comes in. The king comes in. Why defend laterally? Why defend laterally? Why defend laterally? Okay, that was his only spot, right? Okay. I'm assuming colors. I'm sorry. I'm assuming colors here. Yeah, because once the king moves up, that's about it. So you have to play it this way, check, and then you come in this way, check again, you come in this way. That's still drawish, right? You'd want to play here, but this just runs into a draw or something like that. Sorry, your opponent just promotes from there. So you have to stay away from it. So maybe you'd want to come in this way. But now your opponent can take with check. And then you have 2 pawns, right? Can you play that position? Yeah, you can actually play that position. I'm dreaming a position where I'm dreaming of a position. Okay. This move doesn't work here. I was thinking about like here and then you try and go this way. Okay. Now he's fine. He's for sure fine. He misread the position. He can resign now. Come on. What is the bad manners? What is with the bad manners? But he ended up finding his way through. He ended up finding up his way through. It took him a while to figure it out, but he figured it out. So this should be a wake up call to him. If he doesn't wake up from this, then yeah. Wait. What did I miss? Yeah. I was thinking maybe I missed some stalemate idea, but the bad manners is too much, guys. Too much bad manners. Just take the rook and then it's a check and then you continue the game from there. But there's too much bad manners going on here. These guys definitely have been watching Chess Bras. They've definitely been watching Chess Bras. So the rook sack is cold. An interesting move he could have played, which wouldn't have worked, is to go like it doesn't work, but like rook. You could have still done the same thing, like it doesn't change much. You can just lock black out with the queen, slowly develop your king, and then eventually give checkmate. Just here, and then slowly bring your king out. There's no stalemate if you play your queen here. Slowly bring your queen out, your king out, and eventually you checkmate your. Don't like, oh, if I see queen take pawn, promote pawn, I'll be so angry. It's just the bad manners is too much. What? What? Okay, he's doing the box. Okay, so what this means is that he's not going to do bad manners. Guys, rook b, queen b3. Guys, 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 queen b3. Queen b3. Okay. Oh, queen b3 would have been crazy. Oh, so he's eventually doing what I was saying, but he's doing it with queen. Okay. Queen b3 would have been the funniest way to conclude this game. Like, queen b3 would have been so funny. Okay, what other games are going on? Jaffa, I don't know if he's playing an active game. Yeah, I think against, nope, there's not an active game. Dennis Badis? Nope. They are playing against themselves, but it's not actual games. Like, it's not live games. Yeah, now these games are 20 minutes. Okay, so what that means is that we are done with round 4, the penultimate round. Next round is going to be the final round. So what's going to happen is that the scores are going to be tallied, and then we'll get the pairings later. So what we'll do in the meantime is go through the results. Give me a second while I load this up. Load it up for me to see, not for you to see. Yeah, so I'm just going to go through the results from the last round and see what's happening right now. Then we'll go for a short break while we wait for the results and everything. So if you have any questions, concerns, so on and so forth, you can let me know. So this is round 4, and let the games just play there. What we had was, the points haven't been tallied yet, so I'm just going to go off what's here. We had UDS versus UHAS. Like we said, UHAS defeated University of Ghana yesterday, so they are up. UHAS Team A. Then University of Ghana Team A played against KNUST Team A. University of Cape Coast Team B played against Ashesi University Team A. Ghana Communication and Technology University played against the UMT, the University of Mines and Technology. Ashesi Team B played against All Nations University. University of Ghana Team B played against Kwame Nkrumah KNUST Team B. UHAS Team B played against ATU, and UCC Team A played against College of Health and Wellbeing. So with some of the results, we know some of them. We saw that Biney won. We saw that with Benson. I'm sorry, Benson is a friend from. Okay, are we friends or we acquaintances? Acquaintances from. I thought it was in UG. Interesting. Good to see him back. I didn't see him play in a very long time. Sorry. How do I join the tournament if you wanted to? Thank you so much for asking that question. So, you have to join this group called the BCA. Now, the BCA is the Brilliancy Chess Academy, and it was formed by Maxwell Kwesi Poha. Very cool guy, very hardworking guy. I don't think there's anyone who would ever give him a bad name. So I'll get the link from Maxwell. So you join that link, and every single time there is a tournament, he posts it on the channel. So first of all, you need to be on that channel. Second of all, you need to be in a tertiary institution. That is for this specific tournament. To be on that platform or on that WhatsApp channel, they do weekly, monthly, they do a lot of tournaments. So if you don't even fall into the category of a tertiary student, they do have like other tournaments that you can play, cash tournaments, right? So some are not cash, but cash tournaments as well. So you need to be on that platform, and then secondly, you need to be in a tertiary institution. As far as I am concerned, here I'm just using my own words. So far I've only had Ghanaian tertiary institutions, but it doesn't have the name Ghana there. So it's possible there's the idea to have like outside universities participating at some point. So I wouldn't say that it's limited to Ghana tertiary institutions. That's what I'll say. So yeah, that's about it. You need to join the platform, then you need to be part of a tertiary institution. I mean, the chess club of that tertiary institution. And I mean, you have to do well in your tertiary institution because they will pick the best out of the chess members, right? So if you are not strong, don't expect yourself to be added by the discretion of your coach, of your club leader or club head or whatever I call it. So that's basically it. So I would say the most important thing is to join the BCA chess platform. Let me ask Maxwell for the channel. I think I should be able to create it. Give me a second. Okay. So he will send me the link very soon. Give me a second. Let me look at. Yeah. So those were the. So that's how you can get registered. I'll get the link for you. And yeah, so we are just looking at some of the results, some of the games that happen. We can even go and look at them. If there's any interesting game that I want to mention. Angel wins. Guys, we need more female participation. Trust me. We need more female. So anytime I see a female playing, I'm very ecstatic about it. Where's Angel wins? Where is Angel wins? Where is Angel wins? Where is Angel wins? Where is Angel? Where is Angel? I'm looking at it instead of just searching for the name. I'm looking at it. Oh boy. It's called being a boomer. Okay. Angel wins 10. That's the name. We can look for her game, though it's not going to show properly on the screen. Where is it? She's offline. Let's just look for it. Did she win? Angel wins 10. Right? Did she win? She lost to Danny XYZ. I tried to recall who Angel wins. Okay, let's look at this. D4, D5. Angel wins is white. D4, Queen's Gambit. E6, Queen's Gambit declined. Knight F6, F3. We are entering into Catalan territory. Knight F3, Knight F6, G3, Catalan. Bishop E7, Bishop G2, C6. Knight C3, Knight BD7. Oh, this is standard. Queen to D3, B6. Okay, I'm not well versed in the Catalan, so if there's something I don't understand, just take it with a grain of salt because I don't really know the lines. We have E4. Okay. D takes E4, Knight takes E4, Bishop comes in. Knight takes, Knight takes. It's like a hanging pawn structure, but with the pawn advanced over here. So you can't really do a lot of the ideas. And then the fact that this knight has also been traded is some way. But ideally, you want to get your knight on this. There are some ways you also like play this move. Again, if this guy has not been advanced, you would like to play this move and then you can develop the knight to. Unless of course my theory is wrong. Yeah, yeah. So like this, and then you can get the knight from here to here. It's one of the things I recall. If my Catalan, I was studying the Catalan, like I'm now studying, not was, I'm now studying it. Castles, we have c5 striking in the center. So should he have held on the castles? I don't think so. Rook comes in. Queen slides back. You know, most often when you see these types of moves, you just start getting worried, right? But you just keep moving the same piece more than once and it's just worrying. So now you just play pawn takes, right? Pawn takes c5. What's wrong with taking c5 here? Oh, sorry. The bishop is still guarding. Okay, that doesn't work. Takes, rook takes, queen comes in. Now you don't have the ability to move the knight there. You can start with bishop, but that's like trading your good bishop. Yes. It's too many moves with the queen. I don't see the reason why the queen should be moved here. I'm thinking about developing other pieces. Is b4 a move? I don't think it is. Rook comes in. Do we trade off everything? He does play b4 eventually, okay? She does play b4 eventually. I'm very sorry about that. Then he plays a. Why a now? It's defended by the queen. Okay, he doesn't want the queen to become a pawn in the sense that he's defending there's the pawn there. And here you can just choose to trade off and then play the queen to like c3. Right? You can play here. You can play, sorry, takes. Rook takes, doesn't matter. You can play takes here. Then come this way. My problem with that whole line is the fact that if you play that, then we have queen comes in here with check. Defend with your bishop. Okay, he doesn't have this access to this square. Wait, no, he does. The queen is defending it. Okay, well, I'm trying to figure things out. Like that's impressive chess. Okay. Do we just trade? I mean, there's bishop to bishop to c7 forking. I mean, it's not a necessary move that you have to play. So bishop to c6 fork, c7 forking would have been. Oh, it's not really a fork. What was I thinking? Takes. Queen comes in, infiltrate with the queen. Takes. I mean, white is just winning here. Queen takes pawn. Yeah, queen takes pawn. No, queen takes pawn may be a problem. Like queen takes pawn, check. You have to block this way. Bishop comes in. Problematic. I think that's a problem, so I don't think you want to go there. That's what she played. Oh, I was just. Oh no. No, that. Okay, so takes, check, bishop. Wait, knight e4. Can someone explain to me why this is not good? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not bad. Let me just see. Why is this bad? Why is this bad? Queen d8 check. We hide here. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. So knight e4 is actually the move. I was so convinced it's bishop because I thought the queen can't come back to defend, but I can just use the tempo with the check to get to that square. If there was no tempo there, then you just play queen takes, and that's all she wrote. Okay. So wait, that's not what happened. So what happened is knight d5. Queen comes in. Traded off the queens. He traded off the queens. Guys, these are 3 pawns. He traded off the queen, sorry. So now it's just a plan of pushing. Okay. Okay, bringing the king in, maybe you don't need to because you have like pawn push, pawn push. Just immediately putting your opponent under some kind of pressure. Why back? Pawn push. You can play pawn push. This guy is not hanging. What is going on? What are these moves? Just go for the win. Funny enough, the engine supports her move perfectly. It says knight b3 is the best move. I'm like, nah, just play c4. Why c4 bad? Let's just see. c4 is not bad. I feel like this move just calls your opponent, like, your opponent has to think. So just giving your opponent the fact that he has to think about the fact that pawn push here is going to be an issue for him, I think it's more scary. But she's playing the engine's best move. Let's just put it that way. Okay, this move is not what it wanted. It wanted king e3. I'm trying to see what she's trying to hold this pawn. Okay. Okay. Now she finally pushes it. Her point is that she's creating a wall. The king can't infiltrate that wall. So you can now try and develop other things. Of course, this knight is here at the moment. And she's still winning. Pawn push here. Why not just move the king? But again, she's playing the top engine moves. Who am I to say anything against top engine moves? Bro, this guy keeps trading off. Oh, he saw that. Again, he's still winning though. Like, what is happening? Pawn push. Check. King comes in. I mean, this is clinical. In case you guys don't see, like, this game ended in a draw, and I'm shocked. If you play a7, that's the problem. If you play a7, that's the problem. What you can do here is get the knight to this square. And you can do it and you'll not be affected by your opponent, right? So how do you get to... So the plan is, how do I get to this square? I have to be either on this square. How do I get to this square? You have to count backwards. How do I get to this square? You have to just basically be counting back. So I think the other way to get here is to go 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. And in all this, your opponent's bishop can't infiltrate. So you just simply go 1. I don't know what your opponent is going to do. Let's say he's going to try and promote for what reason. Whatever reason, he's going to do that. So yeah, only going to be on one light square that your opponent can... Actually, your opponent can't even get to any of the light squares. So oh my god, oh my god, the tilt is real. This is still winning. Come on. What? Okay, it's a draw. The stalemate threat is literally what's winning this game. Great, king comes in this way. No, sorry, knight f1. I'm forgetting this pawn. Knight f1, king comes in this way. Then you go this way, right? And you try and promote. Because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, this is... Oh, okay, I forgot you can use the knight. Oh, so she was stuck in the loop. This was the third time the position had repeated itself. Oh, okay. But I mean, it's pretty difficult to figure out. So she played this move when she should have gone this way because it's still defending, and now the king can't easily get access to the knight, and then you move. What's her time here? 7 minutes, and her opponent was on 44 seconds. Yeah, she panicked. Like for the game to get to this point, yeah, there were like 10,000 ways she could have killed her opponent. But yeah. Okay, so guys, I'll make the timer 10 minutes. Hopefully I've not missed any start of game. No, the games haven't started yet. So I'm gonna go off for 10 minutes. If the game starts earlier, I will be live. If not, I may just come back and then we'll go through some of the other games that we didn't see. So guys, thank you so much for being around. I will be back. I'm not ending the stream. I will be back. We're just going on the BRB stream, and I'll see you guys very soon. Give me a second. Let me just fix. So I'll see you guys soon. Okay, so we are back. The games haven't started yet. But we currently have the pairings, which what that means is that the games will be starting very soon. I was thinking about coming back earlier just so that I would look at all the games that were played in the round. And I was like, nah. Just kidding. Anyway, so let's just take a gander at the pairings and we'll know what's going on. So UDS is taking on UHAS. So UDS is taking on UHAS Team A. University of Ghana is taking on KNUST Team A. UCC Team B is taking on Ashesi Team A. Ghana Communication and Technology University is taking on University of Mines and Technology. Ashesi University Team B is taking on All Nations University, and University of Ghana Team B is taking on Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. So it's going to be an interesting one. Let me just reconfirm something very quick. Once again, the games haven't started yet. Okay. So this is the ranking after round 4. We have UHAS in first place with 3 points. UDS in second place with 3 points. Again, it's a tie breaks that differentiates them. So we have round wins, so we have game wins and we have match wins, right? So based on the game wins, we get tie breaks, though they might have the same points. Ashesi University Team A at 3 points versus University of Ghana Team A. At this point, we can just give it to like let me confirm something. Has Ashesi University, let me see. Give me I want their pairings. Yeah, Ashesi University lost to UDS. So at this point, it's between UDS and UHAS. I don't think they've ever played themselves yet. They're playing UHAS Team B, I'm guessing. From what I read. But the way things are going, I'm just like we are just gonna give it. Wait. Oh no. Sorry, that's not the. That's not the parents. Sorry, I'm very sorry about that. I'm very sorry about that. I was reading the wrong results. Yeah, so I'm currently wrong. But the way things are going, UHAS is going to play a weaker team, and they are definitely going to win. And since they've already beaten UG and Ashesi, I'm expecting that all the like top 4 teams would win. Like some of them would play themselves. So I'm suspecting that the top 4 teams would win. And with that result, it's clear that UHAS wins, right? So the only way any other team other than UHAS wins is if UHAS draws. And like I'm saying, I don't expect UHAS to draw because they've already faced all the big teams. And I think they've let me confirm. Have they defeated Ashesi? They've played University of Ghana Team A. They've played UDS. Wait, what? Wait, they are playing University of Ghana. They've not played University of Ghana. Oh, it was UDS that defeated Ghana. So if you wait. Oh, come on. That means that on tie breaks, if it comes to like head-to-head encounter, if UDS wins and University of Ghana wins, University of Ghana loses on that point. Okay. I mean, University of Ghana can still win if they beat UHAS. Wait, there's something wrong here. I'm seeing 2 University of Health Sciences team. Okay, wait, what am I saying? Okay, so they've played UDS, they've played GCT, they've played University of Ghana Team B, and they've played College of Health and Wellbeing. Very good. So it's left with them playing against University of Ghana. If University of Ghana wins this, they might win the entire thing. Sorry. If University of Ghana wins this, they might win the entire thing. In total, they have many points? 7, 10, 12. How about University of Ghana? They have 12 based on game wins. How about University of Ghana? University of Ghana has 3, 5, 9, 10, 10.5. But if they beat them, that's fine. Okay. Gonna be an interesting final game. So what do you guys think about if we went the final round? It's starting very soon, about like 3 minutes. Everything has been said, the parents have been done. It's just left with the players to find their opponents and start the game. So we are starting very, very soon. So what do you guys think? Should we focus on the last board, right? Should we focus on just the last board? Sorry, the battle between University of Ghana and UHAS, or would you want me to do the same thing where I just look at any other game? Because that is going to be like the end of all things, right? I think we should do that. That's more action packed, right? So UHAS versus let me reload this. Yeah, so UHAS versus University of Ghana. So we are looking for Biney's game. We are looking for N Prince's game. We are looking for Kirby Spyro's game, and then we are looking for Queasy Junior's game. They haven't heard them. They haven't started their game yet. So, but they are online. I can see them online as I'm looking at. So yeah, we are waiting. Once the game starts, we are in for a great one. UG versus, are you UG, Joey? Are you UG? I don't remember if you answered that question or if I asked that question. Are you UG or are you UHAS? I want to know if we are friends or if we are enemies. We're gonna do UG versus UHAS. Still their games. I just want to wait for their games. Wait, I don't have Elo Assassin. A second. What? Nope. Online, but his game hasn't started. Okay. I want their games to start. Guys, we are going to focus on the final game between University of Ghana and UHAS. The only way any other team wins, I think, is if it's UDS. Wait, let me see who University of Ghana has lost to. Give me a second. Who has University of Ghana lost to, apart from UDS? Wait, sorry. No, they lost to KNUST. No, they didn't lose to KNUST. Wait, sorry. No, this is the final. Yeah, they lost to UDS. Yeah, they lost to UDS. They beat UHAS Team B. They beat KNUST Team B. They lost to UDS, and then they beat KNUST. So they haven't played Ashesi, which is going to be the only thing here. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Come on, guys, start your game. Wait, I think one of them has started. Give me a second. Board parents. I think Queasy Junior is one of them, right? Queasy Junior, his game has started. Let's start with that whilst we wait for the other guys to check their game. So we are looking at University of Ghana versus UHAS. Queasy Junior is their board 4, and you can see from his rating that he's no slouch. Let me cover this up for a second. We have a reverse London system for black. Just kidding. Are we going for a Queen's a Quali or a Quali Zukatot? We're going for a Quali. Okay, I think that's boring, but hey, let's go. Who am I looking for again? Give me a second. We are looking for Biney. Biney's game has also begun. Biney's game has also begun. Biney is board 1. Elo Assassin hasn't started. Biney and his opponent, Danny XYZ, are board 1. Who else? Queasy, Kirby Spyro. His game hasn't started. So we have Biney and Danny XYZ. I'll rate them according to this thing. Okay. So Biny is playing as black. They have a very good chance here. Biny also takes time. We have a landing system. No, I want to support the landing system player, but I'm sorry. I'm being biased here. Okay, that's a very nice way to go about it. You could have just ignored it and gone knight. Okay, wait, no, you couldn't have. Sorry. Because of c6. Yeah. You're still planning. You can still go like c4. I personally like this move when my opponent takes and I can open this side up. I'm completely fine with it. You can go for a minority attack if you want to. Wait, Kirby Sparrow's game hasn't begun. I see him watching this game that we are looking at. Who else? We are looking for Elo Assassin. They haven't started their game as well. Okay, so we're gonna look at these games. Okay, then put this down. We just go 95, 94. Maybe if you want to do that, you want to go like knight bd7 or something like that. Then now you're going for e4, e5. I'm just go e4. Our opponent doesn't have enough defenders of e5. But I thought she have gone e4. E4, e5. Oh, okay. I see the problem with e4. No, the knight was there at the time that I was mentioning e4. Yeah, Sparrow's game has still not started. Elo Assassin's game. Okay, great. I was taking them from a second. No, his game hasn't started. He's online, but his game hasn't started. Okay. He's going for an aggressive play. That's Danny XYZ. He's going for an aggressive play. If Biny doesn't take time, he's going to be flooded very soon. Okay, we are looking at Quizzy and then beginner. Why are they all playing the London? Come on! They're making me feel bad. Okay, this is all standard. White is playing very... What? That was the point. You guys just want to play to a draw? What do you mean? I think going to play rook ad1. Then possibly play bishop to c1 and then go for like a possible pawn push with d4. But maybe I think that's why I played the A. Okay, the knight won't slice in there. But the point I was trying to make is that after the bishop goes back, maybe you'd have wanted to play c4 before playing d5. That's kind of like what I was thinking he was going to do. The knight's not really doing much. Unless, of course, okay, no, I don't see the threats. Maybe c4. You immediately can kick this guy away, right? You just play this move. What have I missed? Wait, why would you do that? The point is if your opponent takes, then you take back. So by playing this move and developing with the fork here, can we play a trick here? Because I was thinking that the instant play you'd make here is this move. Because your bishop is already guarding the pawn. The knight goes back, and then you can continue with your plan of c4, c5. That's what I was thinking he would do there. I think his point here is, for example, I think he's going to play knight takes here. Okay, I think that's what I missed. Yeah, knight takes there was plausible, but no. At the time he played this, like if he played this, was it still plausible? Takes. I think it was. I think it was. Why aren't they taking here? I'm confused. What's going on here? Takes, queen takes. You would have wanted to take this way. So I was thinking that when he plays knight takes, you'd rather play knight captures here first. That way, you reopen this side, and then you can go pawn takes, right? Because now you reopen the attack on the queen. If that makes any sense. So knight takes, whether pawn takes or bishop takes, you go pawn takes, and now the rook is defending the queen. So if queen takes, you still are fine here. That's kind of like the line I was looking. Okay, so he played d takes. Okay, queen takes, and yeah, that's about it. I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that slightly. Queen h5. You lose the knight. Yeah, I think this is good for white. I think this is good for white. Bishop takes, rook takes, bishop takes. I don't know if you can play that position, but I think white is definitely better now. Let's see Biney's game. Very nice knight. You may not get this knight out of here anytime. But the good thing for him is that the attack has gone down. There's no dark square bishop, so you're not so much worried about the weaknesses here. I like his position here. It's not an easy decision to make. Bertolozzi, it's not an easy decision to make. Losing the queen here is not an easy decision. It's a queen for two pieces. If it was three pieces, I would have agreed more. But just two, I don't know. I don't know. It would be difficult to come to that conclusion. How do we go from here? He does take. So do we take this way? Or no, I don't think you want to lock the position up now. So maybe rook takes, then rook takes again. Then if this rook comes in here, the point is you could take pawn here and say that now you are going to try and do something with this. But I think maybe you want to play the rook first. Like there are so many ways you can go about this. The reason you may have wanted to play rook takes first is so that you try and get this exact same position on a different what you call it terms. You have some crazy people watching these games, to be frank. Okay, the Elo Assassin game has still not begun. Who else were we looking for? Give me a second. Elo Assassin. Kirby Spyro. Has his game also begun? Nope, his game hasn't started as well. We only see two games. We only see two games. This is not a problem for now, but it could become a problem depending on how the game goes. White has the spatial advantage over here. That's a very nice move. White is not planning on taking. So if you take it and he takes, you should be aware of the ramifications of that position. But I can respect it, right? Using these pawn breaks to try and create something. I think rook here is what's going to come in because now you want to play takes, and if takes, then your opponent's in trouble. But that's the thing, right? You go. I think you just play this, yeah. takes this. Oh wait, we didn't miss. Did we miss this? We did. We did miss that. Yeah, because now he has queen takes. You could infiltrate this way. You're targeting these two pawns. Your opponent, sorry, and you're also attacking the rook. So I think that's what he's fine with. Yeah, but still not. You play here, queen takes. You are down the pawn. No, sorry. You save the rook first and then queen takes. I don't know if the activity is worth it. Right now, black has a very past, like a pass pawn here, which can become a problem in the future. So what I foresee is him playing this move to be targeting the rook. Wait, does pawn push exist? As in, is it a good move? I mean, not following this. Oh, he is playing. Very sorry. That's my bad. Kirby Sparrow, Kirby Sparrow, Kirby Sparrow. Hey, Victor. Yeah. Wait, that is that a game? Give me a second. Yeah. Okay, so that's their game. This is board three. This is board three. Kirby Sparrow versus C Victor. Putting everybody. So UG is always on the down on the bottom. Just so that we know who we are seeing. So that wherever we switch, we know who we are looking at. You take that pawn and lose the rook, calling it now. No, he didn't. He didn't. But this position is good for black. Rook takes, queen takes. He has this passed pawn. He's up a pawn. His opponent can only try and create something on this side of the board. It's gonna be interesting to see. Let's look at how this game started. We had a landing, and as we can all see, the move here is c4. Though you can play this move, nobody's calling you out on it. If your opponent copies you guys, play c4. There's a whole line that follows it. Learn that line as well. Recently we've been learning the lines where you can just take. It's very drawish, but they are very nice attacking lines on it. Okay, so here, knight jumps back clear. He wants to play this. This is when, yeah, you capture, and now you're planning pawn push here. Is he so much worried about this? Yes, no, it's not something to be worried about. You can just go e4. If your opponent jumps in with a knight, there's no checkmate. You just take. Don't be slow sometimes. I don't know, f4. I get it. You want to stop e4, e5, but this sometimes is not the way to do it. Rook takes is bad. I think I talking about a different game, yeah. Takes, queen takes, pawn push. Mostly what happens. The knight is probably going to maneuver here at some point. Rook is going to come in here. It's going to be an interesting game. But just how do you want to go about it, right? You don't necessarily have to bring your knight here. You can just try and develop towards the queen side if that's what makes you fine. Okay, pawn push. Okay, moving away his king from this line. That's good. And this is the current position we are in. Some moves I'm not so confident in. But with all this going on, why don't we just play? Okay, maybe now you don't want to play. Maybe this rook here, and try and get your knight to that square. That could be the way to go about it. Oh! What happened? He lost the queen. That's a bold decision to make. Okay. So white definitely has the advantage here. That's very funny. And he lost the exchange. So he's down the queen. He's lost the exchange. This is just over. Yeah. It's just over. He's straight. Does he think he can win this? That's ballsy. Yeah, I think he knows he's lost. The way he just keeps moving the king like this. He's not trying to make any active moves. He knows he's lost. Yeah. So that's one in the bag for UG. Let's see. There could be an upset. We saw the game with Angel wins in round 4. Anything can happen here. Okay, no moves here. Wait. He went for that position? Bro, can we just go pawn push here? No, it doesn't work. Okay. This is going to be a little bit technical. I think Biney has the advantage because of this specific pawn. But I think there's going to be some work that needs to be done. It's not going to be so straightforward. I was thinking this. That way you can bring your rook in here and plant it on this square and target this guy. And the whole point of doing that is that you limit your opponent's rook. And if your opponent is not fast to bring the king up, you limit the king as well. The king is stuck to the back rank. So do you want to go this way? He could defend. He goes for it. I was trying to see if there's a way he could defend, slowly bring his king into the position to defend the pawn before going for this whole idea, but maybe thought otherwise. Well, the only thing here is that so check, pawn push, and then you're going to see if your opponent is going to make a mistake. What other game am I looking for? What other game am I looking for? No, are we doing the beginner game? Yeah, we're doing the beginner game. We're doing KB Spyro. We're left with Elo Assassin and then End Prince. Why aren't I seeing Elo Assassin? Elo Assassin doesn't seem to be playing. He's playing again. Why isn't it showing here? Come on, guys. Oh, I made a mistake. I have to go back. Elo Assassin's game has started, but it wasn't showing the TV next to it. So I was like, oh, his game hasn't started. Okay. Wait, what? Let me arrange it properly. Yeah. So we have it in order now. Board 1, board 2, board 3. So this is board 1. Biney versus Danny XYZ. Board 2, Elo Assassin versus End Prince. Board 3, KB Sparrow versus Say Victor. And then board 4, Queasy Jr. versus Beginner. How did we get here? How did we get here? How did we get here? Okay, he focused on king activity, but like, hello? Maybe here it's not a problem because of the fact that this pawn can also promote. So if you move the rook away, you are getting yourself into this trouble. But why doesn't for example, like go check, king comes up and then goes pawn push. You know the whole trick that can happen here, right? Still doesn't work, especially because of where this guy is right now. If it was a little bit back, this idea works. The whole idea I was thinking about here is you bring the rook back, like let's say rook b1. Again, your opponent can avoid this, but let me show you it's working. Rook b1 check, king comes up, and then let's say your opponent pushes his pawn once more. Play pawn push, he pushes again. Then you simply go check. And okay, wait, no, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. The rook is still on this square. I'm imagining some position for some. Uh, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. The line I was thinking about doesn't work. I mean, the king activity thing that he's gone for is good, but I don't know. I'm now a little bit more worried about this guy. Because once everything is solved, this yeah, my end games are bad. Let's just forget. Okay, Elo Assassin. We've not seen this game from scratch. Let's look at it. We have a Knight of Sicilian. Uh, that's crazy. That he's already up a pawn. He is an Elo Assassin. That's crazy. What? Is there a way to punish this? I don't know. Maybe his opponent doesn't know the lines. Like, damn. Okay, Bishop is gonna have a. So do we go Bishop B7? Oh no. Oh no. His opponent is asleep at the wheel. Okay, takes. He has to worry about back rank though. So do you just play H? At some point, just play H and be safe. Right now, Elo Assassin is just winning. He's taking this. Mind you, we are looking at all the games from first and second. Like, sorry. If UG wins this game, there's a chance that they win this whole tournament. It's only on tie breaks. That's the only thing I can't tell yet. But on tie breaks, but on just the point that they beat this team, they might win. Can we play Bishop to D8 here? Just to kind of see what our opponent is trying to do. I don't think that works. I don't know. This is Kirby Spyro. Wait, where did we leave this game at? We left after the king moved. We've not been here for a while. Okay. Knight jumps in, he trades off. Fine, you don't want the knight on that square. Pawn push, he's opening lines towards the opponent's king. I don't see how he's going to... Okay, double. He didn't double. I thought it was clear that this is what he was going to do. I was even talking about double. We missed that completely. Well... Yeah, that's just over. I think Sparrow loses this from there. Yeah, so I think it makes sense why he defended in that way. I don't know if I still support it though. Cause you could go with like rook bf8. Then after he takes here, then you go queen here, threatening this. Again, if your opponent defends this way, then I mean you have takes here, and then maybe we can play from there. But I don't know. Well, he counted. Okay, okay, guys, I don't know chess. Let's just agree that I don't know chess, because this whole thing I wasn't seeing it. Let's just agree I don't know chess. But I mean, you can't ignore the fact that this is a problem. Wait. I think he has to play takes. Or is he going? Is he contemplating check here? So queen check. Let's say king comes down. Rook takes. Queen comes in check. King comes up. Takes. Sorry, queen takes check. Queen takes pawn takes. King might be able to reach this pawn. Oh no, it doesn't work the way I was thinking. So king h8. I don't know if you can like go here, check, and then come in this way. I don't know if these moves are plausible. Because the closer a king gets to this pawn, the better for you should everything be traded off. He goes for okay, so he's allowing the check to come in. Oh, oh, oh! Yeah, I completely missed that. Nah, yeah, safe Victor is winning. Queen takes, she's down 2 pawns. And this pawn is just passed. Black drops too many pawns. Yeah, yeah, he's just gone here. He's just gone here. I don't know why I calculated a line that, yeah, I don't know why I kept on thinking, forgetting this. It was forced. Like, there's nothing he could have done about it. With the specific lines that, I mean, the only place he has chance to change it is this move, right? Rather than playing this, he plays something else. But the question is, what is it that you play? That's bringing it, yeah, bringing here maybe changes it a bit. Yeah, rook to c4 maybe changes it slightly. Because if takes, queen can't take because this is hang. So I see, yeah, it just, yeah, it's just not. Do I believe in miracles? Yes, I do. But this is going to be a difficult miracle to pull off. But if he does it, that's good for him. Black offered a draw. That's Biney offered a draw in this position. And Biney, as on schedule, is down on time. Where do we leave this game on? Okay, they agree to trade off. Wow. Ah, so it's when Biney messed up, that's when he asked for a draw. Because now, if you can see it, this pawn is now passed. Not just that, you have to play like rook here to kind of block this. But even if you do play rook here, does this just solve the problem? Let's say rook takes, pawn takes. Yeah, the king can defend against it. Okay, you don't want to do that. But that's basically the move you have to play. White has to like this does not. This is not going to be easy. White has almost everything in this position. I think you have to make moves with your king, and this guy is eventually going to come into the game. Some way, somehow, he's going to come into the game. Where this rook is very bad. Yeah, and once you do that, your opponent knows. Your opponent knows. It's over. It's over. That's 2 losses, right? H5. Everybody plays H5 in this position, right? I'm not hallucinating there. But then your opponent is going to play F5, connecting the queen to the defense. Yeah, if they trade the rooks over there. Yeah. It's F5. He sees it. I mean, there's no way he doesn't see it. If he doesn't see this, I'll be shocked. Yeah. And right now, I mean, it's too much. Now the queen even has this square. Now you can even play king takes because the queen has this square. Okay. He's opening this. He's keeping this threat up. If you come in this way, it's pawn push here. So you might have to play this move. Again, pawn push is there. Or even pawn push here. No, pawn push there is actually not that good. It's still a win, but it's not that good. Wait. Let's say he plays f6. Takes, sorry, f6, queen takes, king takes, pawn takes, king comes up. No. If you could win this pawn, I would argue that it's a draw. Because if you have the initiative to play this move and then hide your king here, it's sorry, it's not a draw. I'm dumb. The king would have to capture this guy, and then by that time, the king, yeah, it's still, this just lost. This just lost. I should stop trying to figure things out. It's just lost. It's just lost in this position. This position just lost. So we have two losses. We have two losses. Here in this game, Elo Assassin is definitely the one preferred. Okay. Okay. Look, he should really be prepared for some funny stuff. He should really be prepared for some funny stuff. Wait, what happened here? Oh, no, I thought he had the chance to trade off queens. Okay. He's trying to trade off queens. Bro, don't get too defensive. I know what he's trying to do. Oh, no, please. Elo Assassin, please. Okay, you can trade off queens here. You can trade off queens here. Queen to f4 trades off queens, if that's what he's looking for. Of course, you'll be left with this guy, but he can trade off queens here. The problem I have with this move is that you isolate this pawn and then you limit everything here, but you're completely fine. If that's what he's looking for, a trade of queens, because you're threatening checkmate here. So you have to take. Takes, and sorry, takes, rook takes. And now you have to deal with this guy. So maybe like rook here, pawn push. Okay, it wasn't confirmed like I said. I mean, you do have like rook here. Oh, that doesn't work, sorry. Yeah, it doesn't work, I'm sorry. Wait, does it work? Rook b2, rook takes, rook takes, pawn takes. Yeah, it's the same thing, but you're down one pawn. I often miss things when I calculate like this, so let me just be sure. Rook b2, rook takes f4, e takes f, no, rook takes e2. So now two rooks are under attack. If rook takes here, we take it. If rook takes here, pawn takes. And it's the same position that we're envisioning if queen takes, except that we have an extra pawn. Bro, don't draw this. I think he's going to play pawn push here. It seems he doesn't see this line, so it feels like he's going to play pawn push here. Not the pawn push I was expecting. Oh, okay. And now he can actually play e4. Now the pawns are rolling up the board. The queen's position is very nice because it adds to the defense here, so your opponent will struggle to like really put up pressure on you. It's like, okay, if you go back, then there's another pawn push. If you go to a light square, it's another pawn push. And now we are threatening even this. So if you come in here and try and trade off queens, it doesn't work now. So far so good. So we have two potentially lost games here. Black resigns here. Say Victor. What? What? He grabbed defeat from the jaws of victory. How? How did Saint Victor grab defeat from the jaws of victory? No, I never saw this happening. I never saw it. Is this Bala or is this skill? The bad manners. The bad manners, guys. The bad manners. Queen is checkmate. What? 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 Oh my goodness. What? The comeback of the century. What? I literally said that he's lost this game. So, but why did he play king? Why did he play king up? Again, he's still winning here, I believe. But why did he play king up? And even queen here, like, what was the point? Oh, his opponent. Oh, goodness. That's one down. So we have one win, one loss. So we have one win each. We have one win each for UG and UDS, right? Give me a second. UG and UDS. No, U has team A, right? Okay. That's why he's the GOAT. Hey, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. And now this game looks like it's going. Is okay. Let's not count chickens because it's the same thing, right? He's about 3 points up. The other game he was 2 points up. Who knows? Let's see what happens. So we have pawn push. Again, why this pawn push? Because I was looking here. Again, I don't have to be right. I was looking at this because of this. And if you play this and your opponent sees the 4 coming, he might have to defend some way, and that allows you to push the other one. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, maybe if you play pawn push and then he sees that he can come in this way, and our pawn push here doesn't reach, then he can slot his rook there, and then they don't move. Maybe that's what he was thinking. But I think the good that takes everything is Josh Tego, right? Though he's no longer in tertiary phase. And Prince, his internet has not been helping him. This is the second time he's disconnected. First time in a very interesting position. Second time today, I mean, that he's disconnected. That's sad. That is really sad. That is really, 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 really sad. Oh goodness. But look, that was a comeback. That was a comeback. Look, that's a comeback you talk about till the day you die. That's a comeback you talk about till the day you die. Like, bro. At this point, what do you do? Still nothing. There's no queen threat as well, and now the pawn push happens. Actually, I just realized this doesn't work. Actually, okay, so you play this pawn push, the queen slots herself here. Then you have just check, right? Then it's over from that point. Yeah. Uh, your best try is this. Actually, that's not your best try. Pawn push just destroys you. But like getting 3 attackers here is what you try and do. I don't see the purpose of the queen there apart from avoiding the check, the fork. Pawn push. Pawn push. Which one? All are good. Which one? Which one is this is just like pick your poison. Pawn push. Yeah. then there's a fork. Oh my god. Because if you move it here, then there's another pawn push. Guys, who's in for some bad manners? Pawn push anyways. Pawn push anyways. Elo Assassin, are you that much of an evil guy? Pawn push anyways. Pawn push. Your opponent takes your queen. You promote into a queen. That's checkmate. Queen has to take and you take back. Wait, is this? Oh, queen takes. Oh, the bad manners. Oh, the disrespect. Oh, the disrespect. The disrespect. Oh, the disrespect. Oh, give me that queen and let me promote it into a knight. He's gonna promote the queen into a knight. Oh, he didn't. He didn't. Nah, sack the queen. What I was thinking was like he's gonna play this move. You take the queen and promote into a knight. Then when your opponent moves his king here, you just jump the knight back. Okay, actually no. Okay, my calculation was wrong. I thought the knight is going to block this. Okay. So that's 2 wins, right? We lost on this board. I keep saying we. I'm a commentator today. U has won here. UG won here. UG won here. This is the last board. And Black resigned, so UG won the whole thing. UG won the whole thing. No, but look, let's rate it. My disrespect was worse, don't you think? Don't you think my disrespect was better? Like, which disrespect was better? D2 or Queen takes the rook? I think that was much more disrespectful. I think I win the disrespectful award. Wait, but let's just see how we got into this. There are other games going on. Don't turn that down. We're going to look at some other games that existed. We just wanted to focus on the like top, the likeliness of who was going to win the tournament. The 2 people who were likely to win the tournament. Because I think. Wait, the only other thing. Okay, well, we'll get to that. Oh, this is the game where the guys were sacrificed. Wait, know what happened here? Guy, like what? There's so much disrespect going on these days in chess. Queen takes rook is much more disrespectful. Oh, no support for the streamer. Look at the disrespect. Look. Bro has a queen. Bro has a queen and is like, queen takes knight. Because after bishop takes, the bishop cannot stop him from promoting. Because now pawn push here, pawn push here, and promote. UG is just disrespecting everybody they play. UG is just disrespecting like 3 games have been disrespectful. 3 games have been disrespectful. That's like sad. Let's take a look at other games that are going on in the meantime. So UG wins 3-1 versus UHAS. UHAS was Ashesi, UDS, and then UG were tied for are tied for first. So yeah, UHAS, UDS, Ashesi, and then University of Ghana were tied for first. Okay, if you take out tie breaks, UHAS was first, UDS second, Ashesi third, and then UG fourth. But UG defeating UHAS really boosts their chances of winning. I think their only problem is UDS. So UDS has to get a bad score for as in they don't just have to like lose. They could win but have like lower scores, and that may make whatchamacallit UG win. So it's between UG and UDS. So all UG is waiting for is to see UDS. So I think let's look at that as well. Angel wins. Okay, let's see what happened. I'm sure the majority of the games are done. Angel wins. Sorry. Angel wins. What was the result of her game? Angel wins. She won against Nakamura. Bensonix. I don't expect Bensonix to lose. Bensonix. Oh, all right. Bensonix. What? Oh, sorry. Benson XYZ. Sorry, I keep on spelling. Benson Drew? He's only played one game today, so I don't know. Who did he play against? Round 5. Okay, played Xiao. Bensonix won. No, that's a draw. So we have a win and a draw. Then Shatter Rufus. The draw is going to be good for UG. Shatter Rufus won. So they have 2 wins and a draw. So they win this one. But the draw may be the issue here because UG had a 3-1 and they had a what was the last game? IAA underscore II underscore A EOA 2.5. That was 3.5. No, that's actually better for them. Sorry, yeah, because UG lost a board. Yeah, so they had 3.5. So they 3.5 to half. Yeah, I think UDS takes it. But did they beat Ashese? They beat Ashese. I think UDS takes it. Just simply on the fact that they defeated UG. On that tiebreak, that's basically what happens there. Show the game with the queen sack for the bishop. I think we looked at that, right? That was whose game? I think I have to go back a bit. That was board 3. Give me a second. Let me go to board 3. Was that? Or I think that was no. Kirby Spyro was a different one. I think that's beginner. Let me check that one. Beginner. Oops. Okay. I think this was this. This was that game. No, it's not. Yeah, it's this. It's this. It's this. Yeah, we can take a look at that one. But it was just like over there. Almighty London system lost to the Collie. So this is where the whole shenanigans happened. And what happened, if I recall, was that instead of trying to maintain the pieces and trying to slowly poke weaknesses and get an attack or something, he started trading off. But he first makes up a mistake here. He brings the rook into the position. I don't know why. I don't know what the rook was doing here. I don't know what the plan was. Gets blocked by the bishop, and now there's nowhere to hide. All the squares are captured. So he has to go for an exchange sacrifice here. And he loses 2 pawns in the process. Then after that, he makes another mistake somewhere. Yeah, he trades off the rooks. It's like, okay, at this point, what should we say? And there's more, and I mean, you can see him here giving up, right? You can just see him here giving up. There's no thought process going between these moves. He gives up. Eventually we get into this position, and he's like, you know what? Have my queen. The disrespect, guys. The disrespect. UG just disrespected on the opponent. But I think UDS takes it. I think UDS takes it. Let me switch. A second. Okay. So let's this is what I've been looking at recently. And that's what I'm trying to get, right? So when we look at the rankings, This is after round 4. We don't have round 5 rankings yet. What we see here is these are the top 4 teams, and they are like tied. UG never played Ashese, so we can't talk about tie breaks there. But UHAS is leading, and University of Ghana is also here as well. And so what I was saying was University of Ghana lost to UDS. So if ever there's a tie break where we talk about head-to-head encounter, University of UDS wins. So the only way UG can overtake UDS is if UDS has a bad like match points, game points as opposed to match points. So that's the kind I was looking at, and they scored better. UG was 3-1, and they were 3.5. So on that basis, University of Ghana just can't like beat UDS. But who did UDS play? Let me just get that first. UDS played KNUST. So if anything, no, KNUST is fit, so it's not a problem there. Ashesi is playing University of Allied Health. That's UHAS Team B. So they are definitely going to win that. But as Ashesi, I'm trying to figure out the positions my own. I'm not using a computer. I'm trying to use my head. It's going to be so much calculation in my head. But I think it's between at this point it's between where's the rankings again? UHAS and Ashesi. I think it's between UHAS and Ashesi. Wait, that I'm missing something. Wait, UG played. UG played what? UHAS. Sorry, it's between UDS and Ashesi. Sorry, UDS and Ashesi. That's who it's between. I think first is between UDS and Ashesi. I could be getting this whole thing wrong. Guys, if you haven't already, please remember to subscribe. It really does help me out. Also, the sponsors, Ocean Spray Games plug, Chessmates, and the last one I can't remember. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring this tournament. Is these kinds of support that help grow the game. So thank you for your interest. Thank you so much. And yeah, that it's going to take a while for the points to be tallied. I would like to sit here and then do the whole announcement type thing. But we're going to be here for a while because a lot of the games have to be collated. They have to go through the what do you call it? Fair play checking and all those kind of things. So that's kind of like why it took almost an hour for us to start. It took an hour exactly for us to start the next round. So I'd have to sit here for an hour. And would you guys want to sit here for an hour? So yeah, I don't know. We might have to end here. But guys, before you go, next week is the nationals, the tournament to decide who is the #1 chess player in Ghana. It's going to be in 2 phases, phase 1 and phase 2. Those who are the top 5 chess players in Ghana automatically qualify for phase 2. But phase 1, for those participating in phase 1, the top 5 in phase 1 qualify to play in phase 2, right? So it's a bloodthirsty tournament. Like, trust me. I often play every year, but this year I'm not playing in, which is bad news for me, but good news for you, because I'll be streaming the games live. Extra bad news for me because these games are long. So like, yeah, we are really going to be diving deep into the games and all that kind of stuff. So next week Friday to Sunday, you can watch here. Beto, here's my offer to you. I hear the last time I played in a tournament, that was the President's Cup. A rule was made that you can't be in the tournament hall while the games are being played. That was the rule. So, I mean, you can go and watch live, but you won't see the games. And you're going to be outside on your phone watching it on Lichess. So, wouldn't it be better if you were in your house watching me on the screen? That's my argument. That's my argument to everyone who wants to go and watch live. Please, if you want to go and watch live, support your friends, support your family, support everyone. But for me, I'm going to be here. If my request goes through, then I will be streaming live at the College of Physicians. So I may be there. I may be there. If not, I'll be here. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting time. I just can't wait to see who's going to win. I just can't wait. My greatest thing is I wished that Edupuku would have come back, but with how things are going, he's not going to come back. I think last year we made a law where it's like you can't just come back at any point in time. You have to state your intentions before phase one. I don't know if that's what was followed, but I'm assuming that since that's not what happened, there should be spectators. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't ask. That's my fault. But there was a reason. I think it was about noise making. I mean, you can kind of agree. You can kind of agree that sometimes the commentaries people are giving on other games or on the game can be heard. Right. One time I was playing a game against Lionel. That was like my first time playing against Lionel, the then national champion. I beat him later on, don't worry. But in that game, I was trying a crazy attack on him, and everybody was on my board because they saw the attack. Then I made a move, and I thought that move was good. And I heard someone behind me say, "Ifitile." And in case you don't understand that, she has spotted, right? So I heard that, and I was like, okay, then I've messed up the whole thing. So yeah, I think fair play is the main reason why. So I mean, they could do what they did with the Africa Games. Was it Africa Games? I think 2024, where a screen was given in a separate room where the players could, where the viewers or the spectators could switch between games and analyze outside. That was very fun. It wasn't fun for me because I was streaming in the same room people were speaking in, so I kind of got shy because I didn't want to be on the game that other people were on and giving bad moves. Funny story, but yeah. So guys, please, if you haven't already, subscribe and turn on the notification bell because we'll be covering the nationals. Of course, I'll also be doing recaps for the games. So yeah, this is the place to be if you want to know what's going on. So I am dipping out. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate your presence here, all the support. UG, I hope you win. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Sorry, I'm streaming on Monday, my usual time. I stream Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays. But this Friday, I won't do the morning stream because I'm going to be streaming for long. So on Monday, 10 a.m. GMT, 6 p.m. EST, I will be live. If Telecel obliges, Telecel is disturbing everyone. Even today, someone was pissed off with Telecel. Okay. Okay, so that's about it. I was checking the pages to see if any new news has been. They're collating the results and doing fair play at this point. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you on Monday or on Tuesday. Monday, I just try and grind my elo. I dropped from 2,500 to 1,900. I shot back up to 2,000. The plan is to go to 2,100. On Tuesday, we do our steady stream. So mostly we've been studying the end game. Though recently I've been doing a lot of elo grinding there. So come round, come all. We can have all the fun conversations we couldn't have over here. Thank you so much. And I'll see you on Monday, which is tomorrow.